I'm going to end with this, is that there is this concept that's been around for quite some time. And I've been kind of, I've locked horns with a lot of people who are just simply stupid asses. And then other people who are just well-meaning red pill guys. There's no such thing as a quality woman. No such thing as a quality woman. What do you mean? Aren't there good girls about there? There's these thoughts and there's these ratchet ass hoes. And then there's these girls, good girls who live in the Amish, Pennsylvanian Dutch country. No, they're all have the potential to be a raging bitch, and they have all the potential to be what's going on with Steven and all this shit. And they might be a third or fourth wife. Every guy who got into a relationship to the point where he's like, yeah, I think I'm going to propose to her and we're going to get married, thinks that girl's a quality woman. And then 8 years, 10 years, 12 years. Remember, the average marriage before divorce, if you get divorced, the average duration of a marriage is anywhere between 5 and 9 years, which is the average of 7 years. That's the average. That's how long the average marriage lasts. If it gets divorced, that's how long it lasts. Do you think that guy did not think that she was the best thing in the world, that he did not write bad poetry? Do you think that because that's the thing is, I think that the quality woman narrative is just as damning as the soulmate myth. People go, okay, well, I don't believe in soulmates. Rollo's right about that. There is no one, but I found a quality woman. It's an idealization. And sometimes that's necessary. Sometimes we kind of need that to fall in love and to actually have emotions for a woman. I get it. I'm very in love and I'm emotional about my wife. I love her to death. I would be devastated if I didn't have my wife. I understand that. Still to this day. In fact, when I was asked about my ideal woman on Access Vegas, I started describing Mrs. T. Nobody knew I was, but she and I both, when I'm saying, she's like, yeah. But it's desire first and foremost, but also the idea of the quality woman is, I think if you're looking for that particular thing, you don't make a good or you don't find a good relationship. There's no such thing as a good turnkey relationship. And ladies, you need to hear this just as much as guys do. If you are going to get into a long-term relationship, if you decide that you want to get married, understand this. There is no such thing as a turnkey relationship. When Rich Cooper's like, oh yeah, women don't care about men's struggles. They wait at the finish line. They bang the winners. Yeah, some of them do. The girls who can wait around, the girls who find the winners, who happen to be able to wait at the checkered flag. But most women can't do that. They have to take a bet. They have to take a bet on a man's potential. And part of that betting is betting her sexual agency and her sexual capital on a guy who she hopes is going to be a winner. He's going to be that guy that goes across the finish line. And instead of picking those bitches when he goes across the checkered flag, she's already in the car going with him across the checkered flag. And they're building a relationship. You build a relationship. You don't find a relationship. Women today, that's the biggest problem. You want to know, Rollo, what's the biggest problem in the manosphere? That women don't understand that there's no such thing as a turnkey relationship. Because if you go and you watch any show, watch Access Vegas, watch whatever podcast, watch Fresh and Fit, watch, I don't know, whoever your favorite podcast is with chicks on it, right? Or even women on the street kind of interview kind of stuff. Watch those. And when they ask, what are you looking for in a guy? He's got to be tall. He's got to be sexy. He's got to have this. He's got to have that. It's this long, what Royce calls a 436 bullet point checklist. And I don't know how many there actually are, and if he's not, then he's not marriageable. Well, most women's criteria sort of falls apart. If he meets 4 of those criteria, then he's marriageable. But when women are put on the spot, they have to seem like they're super, super picky. Most women who are getting married, the guy that they're marrying, of the 15 or 20, checks on the checklist, he might cover 4 of those. And with the hope that he's going to cover maybe 10 of the 20. In the future, he'll be okay. He'll check those off as we go along, kind of thing. She's betting on his potential. She's betting on his future. Guys don't do that. Guys don't think, oh, I wonder what she's going to be in the future. I wonder if she's got some potential. You know what? I'm the old joke, right? Women marry men for what they'll be, and men marry women for what they are at the point that they'll never change, right? Which is kind of pointless today. But But I think the other problem is with this is that women are spoiled for choice, and it's the choice paradox. And so there's always, even if they are with a guy that they really, really like, there's always the chance that he's not going to work out. Even if they're married, even if they're with kids, man, it's like, I don't want to give up my Instagram. I don't want to stop advertising, because if I do, then he starts fucking the secretary when he makes partner in the law firm, and then I'm ass out and I'm old. I need to hit the ground running. That right there will ruin your relationship faster than anything else. Nobody's talking about that. You will not hear that come out of Steve Harvey. You will not hear that come out of Dr. Phil. Women need to, not, I'm saying lower your standards. I'm just saying be realistic about yourself.